All right, good morning and welcome to day 6 on the long trail. Peter just dropped us off from West Hill B&B back at App Gap, and we're about to hit trail. Had a lovely stay at West Hill. Susan and Peter are just so hospitable. They accommodated us so well. Typically on weekends, they require a 2-night minimum stay, but we called and they made an exception, and we're so glad that they did. And so it was very cozy. Wish we'd actually had time to enjoy the place. It was a bit of a whirlwind town stop, but both me and Polar would love to go back and stay one day when we can enjoy it a bit more. Wonderful breakfast, fruit, waffles, sausage, and eggs, and then we had a little breakfast dessert. She gave us a tiny little cup of ice cream. So yeah, it was a good stay, and now we've got about 10 miles to do today, so here we go. Whew, only a couple tenths into the day, but so far it's just been walking up rock slabs, so the calves are burning. Whew, beautiful day though. So a little bit of news to share. Our filters are absolutely wrecked from these water sources. We've been scooping a lot, so it's been silty and gross. So, with the Be Free, all I can really do is swish and shake it and get as much as I can. Polar was beating the absolute crap out of his Sawyer to try and get all the gunk out of it, and ended up leaving his O-ring at the B&B, which is a problem. I used to keep O-rings on me, but since I haven't had a Sawyer in 9 or so months, I finally took them out of my repair kit. He used to keep O-rings, but because he went the entire AT without ever losing one, he thought he'd be fine, and he took them out of his pack. So currently his filter is not operational. So luckily I keep aqua tabs on me in case of emergency. So I gave him those to use, and we'll actually be back in town tomorrow. And I know that sounds crazy. I had actually planned on us doing 5 to 6 day stretches between town stops, but the next stretch is a little complicated. So the long trail is incredibly technical, and I was warned that I should really only expect to do 10 miles a day. The first stretch we did was pretty chill. We ended up averaging 12 miles a day and actually got into town a day earlier than expected, which is great. I'm not expecting that to happen going forward. So today we're going 10 miles to the cabin that's just below Camel's Hump. That means our options tomorrow were either 5 miles or 17 miles. We could disperse camp in there, but there's not a ton of dispersed camping options along this trail, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it's just not ideal. Tom, bless his soul, has told us he would come and trail magic us, meet us with his camper whenever we wanted. So I called in the big guns, and we'll be doing 10 miles tomorrow to a road crossing where Tom will pick us up. So we'll be back in town tomorrow, and hopefully we can get Polar's filter sorted. So anyway, that's my long story. Out of breath, walking uphill. Whew. Today is a beautiful day. And I really, really wish I could make it up and over Camel's Hump today. Polar is really pushing to try that, but I'm just not there. It would be an additional 14 miles from how far we've already gone and almost 4,000 feet of gain, and it's already almost 10 a.m. and I can't do that. Not right now. I wish that I could. Tomorrow is not going to be the best weather day. It's going to be cloudy and rainy, and going over Camel's Hump in that is going to be a rough time, and I know that, but I don't know what is the better option. Pushing myself to my absolute limits today, or going over Camel's Hump in the rain tomorrow. Neither option is good. But ultimately, I have to listen to my body and do what I know that I'm capable of doing. And I don't think that going over Camel's Hump is it. All right. I know you guys are going to be like, dang, this girl can't make up her mind. And you're right. I can't. I made a small concession to Polar. I said, when we get to Montclair Glen Lodge, which is where we were supposed to camp tonight, we'll see what time it is. We'll see how I feel. And we'll make a decision from there. There is a chance we will attempt Camel's Hump today. It will be a very long, challenging day. Many Sobos told me not to even attempt a 15-mile day. I've had one person that has done this stretch before and said it's doable, but would be a very long, hard day. So we're just gonna play it by ear, see how we feel. But I don't want to do Camel's Hump in the rain. So we're gonna see. Oh, wish us luck. I will say we are absolutely cruising right now. This is a really nice stretch of trail we've been on since that last viewpoint. I don't know how long it'll last. We've got a couple mountains between here and Camel's Hump, so we'll see what is ahead. All right, just stopped for a quick break, chugged some Element, filled up on water, had a snack. We're about to climb a Burnt Rock Mountain where we'll have lunch. I've heard it's a really nice spot. Then I just noticed afterwards there's something called Ladder Ravine, which I'm not exactly thrilled about. Fun fact about me, I don't consider myself afraid of heights, but I am afraid of ladders. I just don't trust them, especially in the middle of the woods. So probably gonna need some moral support on that one, but it's such a nice day. So we'll see how it goes. Woo-wee. That's gonna be fun. Also, update, town food and then pushing yourself physically equals tummy rumblies, which means I've been slowed down a little bit. Yeah.
This is very sturdy. They did a good job latching it.
I am struggling. Currently climbing up Ethan Allen, and this is the stupidest climb ever. It looks fairly gradual, but you'll just go like straight up, and then it'll be flat for a second, and then you'll just go straight up, and it's really just kind of taking it out on me. I'm not moving well, and I think the heat is also getting to me. I don't feel great. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh my goodness. There's a porcupine. I want you to see it, YouTube, but I don't want to get hurt. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, I never saw one on the AT. All right, so I made the decision not to attempt to go over Camel's Hump today, which was a hard decision because I really would have liked to have gone over it today in beautiful weather instead of tomorrow when it is supposed to be raining. But it's a catch-22. I could go over it today, but to be totally honest, my tank is out of gas. I'm running on empty. I just don't have it in me. I think I'm a little dehydrated. On that last climb, I started to feel kind of nauseous. And I just don't think I can do it. And so, you know, I have to weigh the benefits of, okay, I could try it tonight. I'll be getting into camp after dark. We just got to Montclair, Glen Lodge, and it's right around 4:30. We would still have to get water. We'd still have to eat. Neither of us felt like eating lunch today. It's been really hot. And so we wouldn't be getting into camp until dark, and I'm just not feeling strong. So tomorrow is going to be rough doing it in the rain, but it's, I think, what's best. Yeah, it stinks, but you know, I was told to anticipate 10-mile days on this trail. Just like the Whites, it's a similar terrain. And so I told Polar when we came into this that I would probably be doing 10-mile days, and he said he was cool with that. I do feel bad though, because I'm sure he could have made it up and over Camel's Hump today if he wasn't hiking with me. And so, you know, I feel responsible. But ultimately, it is what it is. We're at camp, and I am ready for a break. So, gonna go get some water, hydrate, and settle in.